So Spaghetti Monster is going to have to stay as it is at the moment. I'm not going to touch any more of the wiring for now. I am going to try and figure out what I want to do with it, but I'm not going to go to too much effort of trying to figure it out and get it all looking neat, because I do have to get a few other things done first, which is putting these forks on the bike, and that's going to require me taking all this stuff off. So I'm going to start getting into that now, get everything off that I possibly can up the front end. But before I do that, I'm going to have to probably drop the back stand, the main big stand down, and then put this jack maybe at the front, tighten those straps up so that I can release that front wheel before I even think about doing anything more. That's kind of crucial. So yeah, I'll get stuck into it. Successfully pulled out all of that stuff off the bike, as you can see, and it's looking a bit plain now. However, I have got the Cognito top triple clamp and the shaft, the bearings, and the instructions. Not to forget the instructions. And these ones I will actually be following. I don't usually do the whole instruction thing, I figure it out, but I think I might just go by what they tell me to do, because I think it's smarter. And the R6 forks down there. So yeah, I'm going to get stuck into that. And I think the taking apart part was pretty easy. Trying to figure out where everything goes back to may not be so easy. I thought I'd do just a little bit of an unboxing, I guess, of sorts, just with a few things that have arrived in the last week. This arrived the other day. I haven't had a chance to use it. Basically, it's a manual bending machine. It just goes in a vise. It's really cool. It's quite heavy. It just goes in a vise, and then obviously your lever there, which goes on the end, and it just presses down. It's on like a cam action, and it just presses down and just bends things to whatever angle you want. It's a really cool thing. It wasn't that expensive, and I'd seen it in another video, and I thought, hey, that's really cool. That's going to come in handy, so I ended up grabbing one. But there's some motorbike related stuff here, and there's also some just random things that I've purchased for either the camera or whatever else, so I don't actually know what I've ordered. I've forgotten half the things that I ordered, but yeah, I'm just going to open them and share them. A ball joint for, yeah, obviously the camera, to tighten it up so I can mount it to whatever I want. and that is just probably going to go on that boom that's above me that I've done a video on. If you haven't seen that, it's like a wooden boom to pretty much move from anywhere I want in the room, in the garage, and it's also on a swivel so it can go around. So that's probably going to be what I mount the camera, the M3 EOS that I'm talking to right now. This one here I've already opened. It's just a little GoPro hard housing, like an aluminium housing, and it's just for secondary videoing. So if I'm doing a video with the camera now and I want a second angle, I can always grab my GoPro, but don't necessarily need sound if I want a time lapse. GoPro 4s are not that great with low light, so it's not going to be the best, but it's just a housing that I've got, and it's got a few little attachments also. So yeah, just cheap, something that I can use for the videoing. Obviously another camera related thing. I don't even remember ordering this. I don't even know what this is. From memory, I think it was like a light. It was a boom for a light, for a photography light. It goes on the ceiling or the wall. I kind of remember it. It must have been cheap. Anyway, might come in handy. Ah, awesome. I got these from eBay. If you're into cafe races, you would have seen these things. They're pretty cool. Obviously the end caps to go with them. I bought two different types of these things. This was the brown one, and I thought I bought a brown one of the different type. But when they turned up, they weren't brown, they were red. So I'm not sure what the story behind that was. I did write to them and they just didn't write back. And that'll be my phone, to be continued. So yeah, not sure what the story is behind that, but yeah, I've obviously ordered red ones. I saw someone with this on one of their bikes. I think it might have been on Pinterest or something, and I thought it was really cool. And because I've got the 3 bikes, I thought, yeah, I'll just put them on the keys so that I can tag them and put them somewhere. Just remove before flight. I don't know if I had it upside down, maybe. It's 2 different ways. You would have seen them before. They're pretty cool. I just thought that was really cool. I saw it and it was obviously to put all my camera gear in. It's actually a padded camera bag with all the little inserts and bits and pieces. So I saw it and I thought, you know what, that's going to be perfect for the garage, so that I can throw the M3 in here and just keep it. I'll put it in a box as well, but just to keep it when I'm doing grinding or something that I'm not actually filming. Rather than having to run inside every time that I'm not using the camera, I'll just throw it in here. I'll leave it fairly open so they can keep the microphone and everything all set up and just plonk it in there, and when I'm ready to film I can pull it back out again. It just seemed like a smarter way to go, and I like the look. I thought it was really cool. Kind of matches the Brat style bike, I guess. Hopefully this is bike related, because so far everything's been photography related. I have no idea. I forget what I buy. I kind of buy all this stuff and then, yeah, I just kind of get excited. It's like Christmas again when I'm opening them. I'm like, oh, what did I get? Oh, these must be air filters. Yes, they're air filters. So I've had this bike pretty much with masking tape on it. I don't think you can see it. You may be able to see it from that angle. But yeah, so that's for this. If it fits. I bought these when I wasn't with the bike and I was like, you know what, I've got pretty much 3 bikes at the moment. I'm sure they're going to fit. They did say the size fits this particular bike, but this is eBay we're talking about, so you've got to do your own research. They're black and they're really cool. I've seen the red ones, I've seen the blue ones, but I haven't seen too many black ones, and I thought that's really cool. So it's going to stick with the theme that I want. The color scheme, well, which I'm not going to disclose just yet. I haven't decided 100%. So yeah, I think they're cool. And that's it for the unboxing of Bits and Pieces. I wasn't sure if I was going to film this process. I don't know if you guys enjoy it or not. I've seen just the random things that I buy for the bikes, and well, so much for the photography. So leave in the description if you do like this sort of stuff, if it does interest you or not, because if it doesn't, then I'm not going to put it in my videos. I don't see any point in doing things that you guys don't enjoy. But yeah, just let me know.